I'm live and I'm happy, and it's Thursday, and I'm coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina via Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I'm wearing this shirt this morning because, you know, I think we need a little bit more love out there. What do you think? And we have all kinds of people. You know what? Cynthia Mannion finally made it. She's number one on Facebook. Justin Benton is number one on YouTube. And the D, whoever the D is, the D, cool. You were actually number two on Facebook this morning. Eddie Miller, on YouTube. Eddie Miller, number three. And Justin came in second on Facebook, and then Glenn, and then Larry, Kansas City, and then David Spencer. You have to acknowledge who the first guys are. I mean, this is a very important thing because Kuna was actually number 5 on Facebook this morning. Way to go. All the way from Singapore. Oh, and Bruce Greenblatt just came in at number 6, and Joe 7, and Brian 8. What is this? Cool. Love the Pat Hazel video. Funny as hell and thoughtful. Exactly. Pat Hazel is a freaking gem. I'm just telling you. He's a gem he's a giver. That's the best thing you can say about somebody. And I'm doing my best to be a giver every day, but you have to work on it. You have to work at it. So what are you guys doing today? What's the achievement of the day for you? What are you going to be doing that will, I think today's Thursday in the Eastern Hemisphere, or Western Hemisphere, I mean. I get those two mixed up all the time, especially when I'm having sushi. Let's make it a 4-day planning program so that Monday we're going to emerge in a brand new and better way. I'm going to be hunkering down. I have a lot of announcements coming up, a lot. I've been purposely silent because I want to make sure I got it right. And we are just absolutely playing hockey in the By Gittimer organization with new customers and people, and we're so happy here. It's a great day. Gabrielle's here today. She's making it happen. And we had a couple of our mastermind people. Oh my God, they're so good. It's so much fun to play with them and talk to them and help them. A brilliant group of people. And this weekend, I got a lot of things planned. Gabrielle will be gone, flying out to the West Coast to see her mother's family. And that will leave me and Jen here to plan for Monday. And we got some big ones. Around the world is already here. I mean, literally around the world is already here. And I'm totally loving it. Everybody from Charlotte to Japan. I'm totally loving it. Taru, let's get a couple of your friends on. Come on. I guarantee you've got a couple of people that are absolutely on fire that would love to be here on an everyday basis. We want better Japanese representation. Even if they're not from absolute Japan, you can have people from any part of the East, any part of the Eastern Hemisphere. Bring them on. That's my challenge to you. And Irving, but what I want to make sure of is that you're doing the right thing for yourself. Too many people are not doing the right things for themselves. And I think that's the whole deal. I think the whole process is, what are you doing to make yourself better? So that when you get out into the world, and this is the world, it's closed down, it's open up, it's 14 more days, it's fucking bullshit is what it is. And your job is not worried about the world. Worry about your world and put your world on fire. Make it happen for you. Put yourself in a winning position so that as you get out there, people will be attracted to you, people will be engaged by you, and ultimately people will buy from you. How'd the $1 million presentation go? So far, so good. It'll actually, the next step of it will be on Friday. This is something that's really important. Toru is on already. He's here. Virtually Yours from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, reading Jeb Blunt's virtual sewing book. Oh, cool. It's out already? Oh, you can probably get it on an ebook. I'll get it and read it. Did you read Rich, did you read the forward? I wrote it. It's a very important forward for him because he's a brilliant guy. Okay, Australia is in the house. And that's far away place. And pads as sharp as Cutco knives. Exactly. Isn't Cutco knives a great proving ground? Where did you first learn how to sell? What gave you the inspiration to be a salesperson? Because I didn't get it on my first one. I failed. I sold Encyclopedia Britannicas door to door, and literally after 3 days, I had it. I quit. I took the 1-day training, and I walked around neighborhoods for 3 days. I think I got my bag open 2 or 3 times to lay all the stuff out on the floor, and it was utter failure because I didn't believe in it. I thought it was too much money and not really worth it. Even though we had them at our home, we never used them. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Dylan, career dividends. Cool. I like it. All you need is love. That is exactly correct. Well, you need a few bucks also. Otherwise, you can't pay for your groceries over at Publix with love. I think they want a credit card or money. And Norway is in the house, and that's important. And people they're just all over the place. I'm a new real estate agent. I'm listing my first home today. Way to go, Eddie. Look at that hat. Come on, you got to love guys that wear hats. And what's going on here? Okay, I'll try. Thank you very kindly. Thank you very kindly. Robert Brooker is here. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Gittimer's Joy Collective. Richard, the Netherlands is here. All right, now we're now there. The Netherlands, I mean, I don't know what you know about the Netherlands. I've been there many, many times. First of all, it's a beautiful place. Second of all, a bunch of beautiful people. Third of all, 10 times more bikes than cars. Just so they have huge parking lots just for bikes. Thousands of them. It's unbelievable. The biggest parking lot you've ever seen just for bicycles. How the hell do people remember where their bike is? And the answer is many of them do not. And so there's bikes that are there for years. I don't know what the rule is or how they do it, but they got it figured out. They're also known for whipped cream. Every single restaurant makes their own fresh whipped cream. It's unbelievable. If you have chocolate ice cream with whipped cream on top of it in Amsterdam or anywhere in the Netherlands, you have gone to heaven. Plus, the Van Gogh Museum, the Rijksmuseum, where you see a bunch of Rembrandts, and the art treasures that are in the Netherlands are just unbelievable. And reclaimed land, windmills, just flowers, unbelievable place. Industrious people that are proud of their heritage, but speak every language on the planet. That's the Netherlands in a nutshell. On my first visit to Amsterdam in 1967, think of that, I read the Diary of Anne Frank on Anne Frank's doorstep. People walking by me, I just couldn't put the book down. I hadn't read it yet, long time ago. But anyway, wonderful memories. Let's turn that Death Wish coffee into wellness coffee with a dash of Gittimer Blend Espresso CBD oil to sharpen the mind. Okay, Justin, you're going to win. I'm going to take my CBD espresso oil, which I have, and I'm going to drip it right into my espresso tomorrow. Live. Call me tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Getting ready to return to Syracuse area after 6 months in Costa Rica. Cool. Is it hot in Costa Rica? People are congratulating Cynthia. I love that. Toru has 100 of friends here every day. He's enjoyed today already. I totally agree, Ron. For some reason, this guy has won our hearts. It's phenomenal. It's totally phenomenal. I have an appointment at Hippo Video at 11:45. Let me tell you what. It's a mind blower. It's an absolute mind blower. Mike, I'm glad to hear CBD samples. Let me know how they help. I'll tell you what I'm doing today. Finishing up a $22,000 contract I sold yesterday. Woo! Way to go, baby. Way to go. Way to go. Just finished learning session with Hippo. Intention this weekend is to create videos for Monday. Meanwhile, spending my day looking for high-priced, elusive lumber for my customers. Cool. Totally cool. It's hard to find. Go to Finland. Forward was huge. Newspaper route was my selling start. Okay, cool. That's totally cool. You see, let me explain something about the power of stories. And I think you need to understand this for yourselves. You tell a story. It makes the other person think of their story. When they tell their story on top of your story, it's called a topper. It's a process. My kid did this. Let me tell you what my kid did. And that is what's there at their top of mind. And that will create a deeper dialogue and an expression. So instead of saying, yeah, why don't you say, tell me more about that? Then what happened? Tell me more about the history of that person or the kid or whatever. But expand that conversation when the customer tells you their story. Huge, because they'll take it deeper, guaranteed. Rock Springs, Wyoming. Holy moly. What is the population of Rock Springs, Wyoming? Good morning from the land of fish and chips. That's exactly correct. As you know, I'm cod. Shit, I'm late. Yes, you are late, but don't worry about it. We still love you. Boom, there you go. Okay, cool. I think that it was just my father called tough sell. He used to set up Britannica offices and get them self-sustaining, which took about 2 years. Yeah, I'm telling you. It was a pain in the ass. They send in leads. The leads cost $1. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It just wasn't. And after that, I went and sold baby pictures to mothers, and that was very successful. And I have to tell you that it was a phenomenal experience. I loved it. Other side of the house. Exactly. Sneed from Los Angeles is still in get shit done mode. Set up accounting software wave. Okay, cool. And Michael, what are you up to? Sold cars at the age of 16, sold Rolls Royce at 17, richest man in town. Called his secretary every week for a year to get an appointment. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. It's all about persistence. It's all about persistence. Eventually you wear them down. Good morning to you. Yep. Such a contrast between Jeffrey Gitomer and Tony Robbins. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into that. Jeffrey from Calgary just got Jeb Blunk's book, Virtual Selling. So far, uncovered some great insights such as attention is currency. Thanks for the recommendation. You got it, bud. So I've got to tell Blunt, maybe Blunt will show up on the show. He's here every once in a while. But it's nice to see that his book is already getting accolades. I think he hit the top in Canada. I did visit a well-padded top floor, the Officer Britannica building in Toronto, but long hours, that's why I would find myself alone in a 100-year-old stone farmhouse outside it in the dead of winter because all the noises drove me outside until I got tired of screaming. Oh, my God. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning to you, Nancy. Yep. Thank you. My pleasure. Yep. Justin, come on. I cut my teeth selling Cutco knives, figuratively. I always listen to door-to-door salesman pitch because that's the toughest sell in sales. My grandpa, excuse me, sold encyclopedias door-to-door. You know what it takes to sell encyclopedias? Sales balls. That's exactly correct. Jen, my wife, sold Cutco knives also. The greatest Cutco salesperson on the planet is a guy named John Rulon out of St. Louis. John Rulon is a friend of mine. I'll have him on one morning. We're going to talk about the value of cutting your teeth in the right sales environment. That's the real value. And George Henderson, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who's shy about closing her $1 million. Whoa, she sold a $1 million deal. I love that. All cute babies, right? Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing you in American-made T-shirts. Yes, American cotton, American sewn and printed at Goodwin Graphics. Listen, Made in USA is going to be a big sales, big sales enablement tool. I promise you. You're going to see more emphasis on it's made in America, and people will pay more money. I promise you they will pay more money. Make it in America, sell it in America. You'll sell it way over the top. All right. And oh my God, I love this. I just totally love this. Video emails with Hippo. Move them to virtual conference. Coffee with clients, boom, totally works. I agree. If you can engage them with an initial video, you can get them to buy. Totally. Rio de Janeiro is in the house. Rio. See the movie? Go visit the city. I mean, you have no idea how cool Rio is until you get there. None. And you're on Ipanema Beach and you see street vendors and art dealers, and it's a hustle place. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. You can drive up to the statue of Jesus, which is absolutely unbelievable. And the city is just geographically, it's gorgeous. The food is more unbelievable. Churrascarias are all over the place, and they make mojitos that I actually have drinks there. Go visit it. Not right at this moment, but it's a little COVID at the moment. Started sales at the age of 12. My best friend washed neighbor cars in the summer, shoveled snow and sidewalks in winter. We did pretty good. Exactly. People are willing to pay kids more money. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Whoa. Brazil is very well represented this morning. I'm loving it. Vancouver, Canada is in the house. Bryn session 2 yesterday. Sales Navigator was outstanding. So glad I signed up for the second LinkedIn course. Yeah, Bryn is, I'm telling you, she's absolutely amazing. For those of you who are saying, what is Hippo Video? It's use Hippo Video.com. And we're almost at the end of the promotional time. Let me make sure I got the right thing here. Use hippovideo.com. That's correct. And then you go to use the promo code. It's JGHV25 and get your 25% discount. Just get it. Just get it. All kinds of things are happening in the world. It's opening, it's closing. Concentrate on your world, not the world. Got it? Whatever the world throws at you, figure out how to blend it with your world and make it successful. That's the key. Coffee mug from Famous Delicatessen in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 4th and Bainbridge. One of the last of the true delis. It's unbelievable. And Frank, you can learn a lot from Frank Farrell, man. He's video. He's Custom Video Productions, Exit 109, Red Bank, New Jersey. But engage them with the initial video, and then I produce a video for them. Totally cool. Come on, this is cool. Bonjour, good morning. Bonjour, good morning to you. Don't you love people from all over the world? There's a book of yours translated into Portuguese. That's why you're famous here. Oh, cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, I have several books translated into Portuguese. And you can find them. Letter M Books has translated all my books into Portuguese. The guy's just absolutely phenomenal guy. Love all the autograph pictures behind you. Thank you very kindly. I haven't mailed for years. I'm going to do a video email today. I used to mow lawns and shovel snow, including getting out of a warm bed and to unbury one person's car so he could drive to work long before it was time to go to school. Had a bike with 3-speed, longer than 10-speed fork so I could ride through the snow to his house. See, you do it because you have to do it. Exactly. Life will give you whatever you're willing to accept. Tevin, good morning. How are you doing? Bonjour from Belgium. That's translated. Have you ever put a list of all your favorite restaurants and dishes around the world? I have never done it, but I do have my favorite places in Paris. If you want my favorite places in Paris, all you have to do is email me and say Paris, and I will send them to you. When I was in the 5th grade, my dad received a sample box of electronic wristwatches from his work. He gave them to me. I split with my best friend, and we sold all of them on a street corner for $5 each. Now you're talking. See, that's how you make money. Nice to hear you get a great experience in Amsterdam. Keep on rocking. It was unbelievable. The last time that Jen and I were in Amsterdam, it was when EAX, also in America called Ajax, and I have the sweatshirt, was playing in Sweden for the some championship, and the city of Amsterdam turned out, singing songs, drinking beer. They closed the city because it was full. There was a sign that said, "You can't come in anymore. There's too many people here." Unreal. Muhammad Ali, a hero of mine. Yep. Well, I'm telling you, I look at my heroes every day. I look at my heroes every single day, and so should you. It's not a hard thing to do. So we may have another guest on the show. Nose? Uh-oh. You want to come say hi to everybody? With that, you take it away. There you go. You're fine. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. You'll be fine. Any other questions this morning? Anybody need to know anything? What's the bonjour, good morning? Yep. Come on. Here we go. My 11-year-old daughter made $100 selling organic lemonade the other day. So proud. Belgium is where they just call them waffles. That is exactly correct. Nice to hear you had a great experience in Amsterdam. You know, traveling around the world is the best thing on the planet for a memory. Literally the best thing on the planet for a memory. And you got to do it. You got to get on an airplane and create what is known as wanderlust. I caught it. It's a disease. Once you have it, it's very, very expensive. Rodney, my email address is my name, jeffrey@gittimer.com. Let me know if you want to go live tomorrow, CBD and the coffee. Sure, I'll figure it out. I'll email me sometime today, and we'll figure something out. But for the rest of you, I want you to have like the most amazing day humanly possible. I'm currently reading and learning from your books, The Little Book of Leadership. I have the Sales Bible, Little Red Book of Selling, Denver, Colorado. Thank you, Adrian. My pleasure. And Sharon Kaufman, Gilstrap. I sold timeshares. My job was eliminated. Looking for a new sales opportunity, preferably in travel. Any suggestions? I love travel. It is the best. Travel is going to be limited for the next little while. I think you're going to have a real problem because events are pretty much gone away. I would find an open resort and try to work there. If you're looking seriously to get someplace, then find a place that's open up in the Caribbean, maybe Aruba, but places where there's not a lot of COVID, so you can bunk in and get. It won't be a well-paying job, but you'll be in Aruba. That's my thought from the blue sky. Very, very nice. My God. You said made in America is going to be big. I think people are changing purchasing habits. I totally agree. I think that you're going to see less of an emphasis on price and more of an emphasis on home. Homemade, whether made in America is one thing, but wherever you live, it could be made in Brazil, it could be made in Japan. I think you're going to look at that as a new option of buying and not so much made in China. That's my prediction from the blue sky. And I think that you have to look at it from the perspective of it's going to cost a little bit more money, but people will be willing to pay. I promise you, people will be willing to pay. How do you turn a negative family member into a positive one? It's very difficult. They've been negative for a long, long time. You're not going to switch them in an hour. You could give them the little gold book of Yes Attitude and ask them to read it, but not just read it, but talk about it. It's a journey, and there are chapters that allow people to self-identify what's right and what's wrong. If they get it, and you can get it electronically for $10, or you can order one from me, and I'll sign them and send them to you. For I think they're about $20 here. But the challenge that you have with anyone who's negative is you have to get down to the root to find out what's causing it. Their negative responses are symptoms, not problems. Once you understand that, you got it. People traveling by RV a lot, agreed. Make it a great day, Joe. I certainly will. Sharon, made in America is opportunity knocking. I totally agree. Shop local, I totally agree. I think third print is going to change everything. Yeah, 3D printing is going to change everything. I think you're exactly correct. It already is, actually. Sell private planes and yachts. You'll be traveling. That's not a bad idea. I do hope we get back to having a 2-hour delivery from Amazon. I'm looking forward to that. Listen, you guys, I'm going to fly. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do today, but it's always a pleasure to meet with you. The Hippo video launch is over at the end of the month. You might want to take advantage of it. There's only 6 more days or 5 more days to take advantage of the 25% discount. Please go do it. I'm going to bring Carty back probably next week for another visit just before the 25% off expires. And I will look forward to talking to you. I hope you have an amazingly successful time in your lives with your family today. And I'll see you at 9:59 tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for being my customer. I appreciate you. Cheers and good health.